Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and are staying safe. So today is another video in my Pandora collection series, and today I wanted to share my Moments Snakechain bracelets with all of you. So I started my collection almost 2 years ago when my mom and my youngest sister, they gifted me a bracelet with a couple of charms. And the bracelet they gifted me is this one. And I think this is simply called Pandora Moment Snake Chain bracelet. And it's this barrel clasp. It's plain silver and it has Pandora engraved on it. And it has clip stations, and yeah, that's the one I started with. And I love this bracelet because it's so versatile. It goes with so many designs because it's a plain silver barrel clasp, so you can essentially put any design on it and it will work with it. So I really like this bracelet, and this is my first one. I do have another one of these, and it is this one, and as you can see, it's more pliable. It's because I got this pre-loved. I wanted one charm, and this was the bundle that was in it, so I wanted that charm so much I went ahead and got the bracelet too. Now this bracelet is kind of stretched out, which is what happens to snake chains. They tend to stretch out a little bit over time. So this is a little more stretched out. So if I want to wear more Muranos on a bracelet, or that's when I would use this one. And I really love how pliable it has become, because then it lays so comfortably on your wrist because it's so soft. So I do have two of the snake chain Moments bracelets, the older barrel clasp. And I say older because recently they came out with a newer barrel clasp, and this was in the spring collection. And as you can see, it's a much smaller, sleeker, more edgier barrel clasp, if you will. As you can see from the old one, it's much chunkier and it has rounded corners and everything, whereas this one is smaller and the edges are sharper. So yeah, this is the new barrel clasp, and I actually really do like it as well. I haven't owned it for very long, so I'm still trying to play around with it and see how I like it as far as closing it and everything is concerned. The only thing I did notice is that how all the charm bracelets have this threading. The older pieces have this three parts in the threading, whereas the newer ones only have two. So I don't know if I like that yet or not, but I did notice that. Next, I wanted to share my two-tone clasp bracelets, and this one is the Pandora Moments logo clasp bracelet. And as you can see, it has some 14 karat gold right here in the middle of the clasp with a bunch of CZs. And it's a button style clasp. It has Pandora written all around it, and it's the same on both sides. And I really like this. Again, this is also a very versatile bracelet. I really like this one, and I might not be averse to getting another one of these in the future. So it's again a threaded bracelet with clip stations, which I really like the clip stations. So there's that one. And the other two-tone I have is this barrel clasp, 14 karat gold barrel clasp Moments bracelet. And it's the same as the silver, but instead of the barrel being in silver, it's in 14 karat gold. It has Pandora engraved on it. And again, it has clip stations and threading, and yeah. Again, I would love to have another one of these, but they keep increasing prices on this, and now I think it's like $400 per bracelet, which is quite a bit. So I don't know if I'll be getting another one, but I love this one. Next, I wanted to share my Pandora Rose clasp bracelets, and this is the first one I ever bought in the Rose clasp, and this is the Pandora Moments Pave Heart clasp bracelet. and it has this heart in rose, Pandora rose. One side is all CZs, very sparkly, and the other side just has Pandora engraved on it. Now I do wish it was CZs on both sides, because the clasp sometimes tends to turn and then you don't see the CZs anymore, and I really love the CZs on this. But I really do love this clasp. Again, it is a threaded bracelet with clip stations. The next one I have is another Pandora Rose heart clasp, but it doesn't have CZs on it. It's the plain heart clasp. And on one side, it has the Pandora crown logo. And the other side just says Pandora, just like this one. But, yeah. So I love both these heart clasps. They look very pretty and they add this pop of color and they just look like a charm on your bracelet. But again, this one is also threaded with clip stations. I also have the Pandora Rose barrel clasp bracelet, and I have, as I said, it's the same as the silver one, and then they have the 14 karat gold, and this is the Pandora Rose clasp. Again, plain barrel clasp with Pandora engraved on it, again with threading and clip stations. And the last Pandora Rose two-tone bracelet clasp I have is this one, and this is the Leaves clasp bracelet. And this one came out in fall of last year, and this was a limited edition bracelet, so I really love this. It's a smaller clasp. It's very tiny compared to even this barrel clasp. And it has these leaves with CZs in the middle, and I love the dangling element, and this is where the Pandora Rose comes in, because of the two leaves dangling, one is in Pandora Rose and one is in silver, and I really like that. Then this is the Starry Sky clasp bracelet. This is retired as well, and I love this clasp. It's a round clasp, and in one side it has this big kind of North Star looking star with a CZ in the middle, and the other side actually has tiny stars all over with CZs. Really pretty. I love this clasp. Absolutely love this clasp. And I was lucky enough to find another one on Jared recently, so I went ahead and grabbed it because that's how much I love this clasp. It's such a beautiful clasp, and I love the CZ details, and yeah, it's beautiful. Again, a threaded clasp with clip stations. Another new bracelet clasp I recently bought is this, and this is the Family Tree Heart Clasp bracelet. This is from this Mother's Day collection, and it has the family tree with a few of the leaves with CZs in it. And the back of the clasp just has family engraved on it, and it has two hearts. It's a beautiful clasp. I'm not sure if this is limited edition, because I heard somebody say that in some countries this is limited edition. I haven't heard anything of the sort here in the US at least, but I'm not sure. So yeah, again, this is a threaded bracelet with clip stations. This is the Crown O clasp bracelet. This is also newish. It came out autumn of 2018. It's a beautiful clasp. It's the Pandora O crown logo. It has a ton of CZs in it, and I love how chunky the Crown O is. It really makes a statement. And I love this. I love the crown on it. I love the CZs on it. It has threading on the ends, but it does not have clip stations, which I wish it did because I really do love my clip stations on bracelets. It just makes it so much easier to balance it. But I love the clasp so much. It looks beautiful on your bracelet designs. And as I said, it's a very statement piece bracelet, and I love it. And it does have Pandora engraved on the sides. This one here is the sparkling heart clasp bracelet, and it's a round clasp. It has a heart which is embedded with CZs, and the other side is plain. It just says Pandora. I love how oxidized the engraving is. It just pops on the bracelet. And I love how they have oxidation on the back of the heart as well. So it has this dark look to this clasp, and I really like that. And it makes the CZs pop even more, I feel. Again, I love this clasp. It's again a threaded bracelet with clip stations. This one is the sparkling Pave clasp bracelet. Again, it's beautiful. It has all these CZs on a barrel clasp, and it looks beautiful on bracelet. It just gives it that extra oomph, and I really love this. Again, a very simple clasp, but it's made special because of all the CZs in it. So it's a threaded bracelet with clip stations. And another version of this that I have is this one, and this one is in pink, and it has pink CZs all over it. I know they had a purple one and a blue one as well, which I don't own, but I would love to. But this is the pink CZ Pave clasp bracelet. Next is the Daisy clasp bracelet, and this is one of the new ones. This came out in spring this year, and I love the white enamel. I love the pale yellow CZs in the middle of the daisies, and I love the hanging daisy right here, and that has a CZ in the middle as well. Again, this is a smaller clasp. It's not as big as some of the clasps they have done in the past. So, and this one as well has less threading. It only has these 2 turns as opposed to 3 in some of their older ones. So I'm not sure if they're doing this for smaller clasps so it doesn't look, you know, overpowering. The threading doesn't look overpowering. I don't know what the reason is for the smaller threading, but this is another clasp I noticed that with. Then another favorite of mine is this one, and this is the Wildflower Meadow clasp. And it is this big flower with smaller flowers on it. One of the petals has this pale purple CZs in it. And I love the little ladybug hanging. It has some oxidized details and a little bit of purple enamel. And the back is just plain. And again, it's a beautiful clasp. I do wish it was the same on both sides because clasps do tend to flip. And, you know, when it does flip, you just see the plain flower, which I really don't mind, but I do wish it had the same details at the back, or at least some details at the back as well. This is a retired bracelet as well. It has your threading and clip stations. Then I have this smooth round clasp bracelet. This one does not have any threading or clip station, so it's absolutely smooth, and the only kind of safety chains you can use on this are the clip kinds, because the regular threaded safety chains just won't stay on it. So I have one of these. I'm not really fond of this style of bracelet because the charms just tend to fall off. It's very easy to design, but I like my threading and my clip stations on my bracelets. Another bracelet I really love are these slider bracelets, and this one is just the first one they ever came out with a regular ball for the slider. And these ends have CZs in them. I think it's really pretty. I don't fill this up. I usually do a mini design on this one. Again, this does not have any threading on the end, so you do need clips. This safety chain won't work on this because of the slider part, so you do need to have clips at the end, but I really do like this. And they've come up with several designs after this. They've come out with leathers, and they've also come out with different designs for this slider piece. And I really love these kinds of bracelets. Not just with Pandora, I've had these bracelets for a while. I'm actually wearing one of mine, and I really love these. They're so easy to wear, I feel, and they just look beautiful. I really love the hanging bit, because it just looks so dainty on the wrist. So I have that. And the last Moments bracelet, snake chain bracelet that I have is this one. And this is the Moments Pave padlock clasp bracelet. And this is the clasp. This comes undone. If you press on this, this opens up and you can just slide it, and it does have threading at the end. It doesn't have clip stations. I don't put any charms on this one. I usually wear this on its own as a stacking piece, and I do love the look of this bracelet, and it's really beautiful, but it's just so hard to wear. So I feel I don't, put it to as much use as I would like to, just because it's just so hard to wear. I'm sure it will get easier with time, because I haven't worn it much. It's still a little stiff. So I guess if I wear it a lot and it becomes more pliable, it will become easier to wear. But yeah. So there's another one, the Regal Heart Clasp padlock, that I really love, and I just haven't bought it because it's just so hard to wear, this one. But I really do love the look of it once it's on the wrist. But so yeah, these are my Moments snake chain bracelets. I know it's quite a bit, especially for somebody who's only been collecting for a little under 2 years. But what can I say? I love Pandora, and I love my Moments bracelets. They're my favorite bracelets to buy and wear and design. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.